I want to share a testimony. You know, testimonies always have to do with good news. So I got some good news. In 2008, our church, Faith Chapel, we took out a $7 million loan to complete our Family Activity Center. Now, the Activity Center costs $26 million. We call it the Bridge. And we took out a $7 million loan to complete that project. In 2018, we purchased through a loan a $650,000 care center downtown Birmingham to minister to the homeless. Consequently, one of our financial goals every year for many years, emphasis added, has been to get out of debt. Get out of debt. But we had a plan that we were not going to just concentrate on debt, but we would continue to tithe out of everything, all the tithes and offerings that come in our church. We tithe out of those offerings. Now, we know the importance of meeting the needs of members when they have needs, but we believe that it's important for a ministry to give outside of its membership and outside of its local church. So we always take a portion of what's given and give outside of our church to other churches, other ministries. We believe that TV is an investment to the broader community. And then we want to always consistently give to our community. And then we have a call to the homeless. So we wanted to continue to give even though we were in debt. Now, last year was an unprecedented year. 2020 was just absolutely different, challenging, problematic. It was just a difficult year. The Spirit of God spoke to me in April of last year, and He said, all debts are canceled. And I taught a series called The Acceptable Year of the Lord, and we stood on that, and we began to believe that. He also said something to me in May of 2020. He said, give your way out. Give your way out. So, as a local church, last year, we gave as much, and in some cases, more than we have in previous years. So here's the good news. Here's the good news. As of last month, the last month of 2020, December 2020, as of the last month, Faith Chapel is totally debt-free. Boy, I feel like running right now. We're totally debt-free. Now, what does that include? That includes our two campuses in Birmingham. It includes 140 acres of land, all paid for, a $16 million sanctuary that we call the Word Dome, all paid for, the $26 million Family Activity Center, paid off, and the $650,000 care center is paid off. And then we bought a vehicle on a loan, a vehicle to travel to our campus in Columbus. It's all paid off. We, as a local church, are totally debt-free. We owe no man anything but to love, and I just wanted to share that with you. I wanted to take the time to thank God because He is our source and He is our faithful provider. But God uses people, so I wanted to also thank all of our members, past, present, new members. You have been consistent. Even during the pandemic, you consistently gave. You are dependable. You are consistent. You are loyal. You are faithful. I believe Faith Chapel, and I know I'm a little prejudiced, is the most giving church in the world. And I just wanted to thank all of our members. And you know, when we come back to in-person worship, we're going to have a celebration in our Birmingham campus and our Columbus campus. We're going to celebrate this victory that God has blessed us with over debt. Also, I want to thank all of you who may not be formal members, but you're partners with us. You give, some of you tithe into Faith Chapel, others of you give offerings consistently in Faith Chapel, and I want to thank all of our partners for this victory. And listen, I'm excited, you're excited, and I know that you're going to continue to give this year because that's what you do. In April, we'll be 40 years old as a ministry, and that's what you've done for 40 years. So I know you're going to be giving this year. So listen, remember the church debt is canceled. That project is complete. So when you're giving, don't mark debt cancellation, church debt cancellation, because that is already completed. Now, you can still give into the building fund. My wife and I are going to still give into the building fund because we have a new campus in Columbus, and we have vision needs and vision projects ahead of us for that campus. And then we have other projects that we're going to do here in Birmingham. So you can continue to give to the building fund. And you know, sometimes I even target my offerings. You can continue to target your offerings. If you're believing to get out of debt, you can target your offerings that way. But I want to thank you. But I also, as I conclude this testimony, I also want to say the word that God gave us, all debts are canceled, was not just for the ministry. It was not just for the ministry. I believe that what happens in the ministry should spill out into the members, spill out into those who invest in the ministry. So I want you on an individual level, I want you to continue to press in on your faith for debt cancellation for your own personal lives. And I believe what we're going to be teaching this year is going to stir you up, develop you, and I believe that you're going to see supernatural increase in your life. So again, I just wanted to take out time by thanking you and thanking God for delivering the church from debt.